So Craig, what are you looking for in order to improve your game?
Well, I'm turning 52 in about 17 days time, so I'm definitely feeling a loss of flexibility as I'm getting a bit older. So yeah, looking for some extra flexibility in my hips, and also trying to improve sort of like upper body as well.
Yeah, so making sure we hang on to a bit of that distance, hopefully gain some back.
Yeah, I'm definitely losing some distance as I get older, for sure.
Yeah. Again, really common thing that we see with a lot of players. And I suppose we're looking for some consistency as well and avoiding injuries, really.
Yeah. I mean, there's a golf performance part of this, but you're always wanting to look to improve, but also I always want to carry on playing golf for as long as I possibly can. And I know that if I don't look after my fitness, then that's obviously going to become a bit of an issue.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a chat earlier and we did a little bit of work just looking at your posture. So just to sort of hone in on that, what we're going to do is just go through a really simple exercise in order to help you to get into a good, consistent setup, which will help you then open out top of the spine a little bit and hopefully in the longer term help you feel a little bit more
Sounds
flexible.
Great, okay.
So if I get you to set up to the ball, Craig, we'll just highlight really quickly in terms of what we were sort of seeing. So as we noticed, if I nip round this way, you were a little bit rounded at setup, which is a really common thing we see with a lot of players, often as a result of things going down on further down in the body here towards the pelvis. So what I'm going to get you to do is we're going to try and get you into basically an opposite position.
Okay.
So if I show you the exercise really quickly, and this is what we call a hinge in order to try and learn how to set up effectively. So we get in the pelvis into a good position, which then means that the upper spine follows. Okay. So taking a long iron, I'm going to get you to stand up tall, resting it on the top of the thighs here. Yeah. All I want you to do, slide the club down your leg, at the same time push the hips backwards. So imagine the butt travels behind you. Yes. The hands just go down as a result of.
And start in a fully upright position.
Correct. Okay. Nice and tall to start with. So it looks a little bit like this. So my butt goes behind, the club starts to slide just below my knee, and you should see a nice straight angle here off the spine, a hinge out of the hips, and then all we're going to do is stand up tall and just tuck the hips at the top. Okay. So that is pushing you back into a strong setup position, and it's not allowing you to curve at the top of the spine. If you curve at the top, we're not doing it correctly.
Am I trying to keep my back straight as I do this?
Yeah,
rather than sort of not bending.
Exactly. So we're not cheating like this, folding over. What you're having to do in order to get down, you're having to sort of sink backwards like this. A bit like a bow, it's a bit like a that type of position.
So I can really feel that right across the top of my shoulders there. Yeah. So I can feel the tightness.
Exactly. So your natural position is you want to curve here. So pause there, Craig. So if you can see from down the line that we've got a bit of this kind of C position here where the hips didn't really travel too far. Yeah. And in order to get down, you sort of have gone this way.
Are you trying to look forward as well?
Imagine you're looking at the skirting boards.
Right, okay.
And all I want you to do is try and touch your bum on a wall. That's better. Yeah, right, now we're getting this angle.
That was the mistake I made that first one was I was looking down. Yeah. So
look at the skirting boards on a wall and then slide back. Perfect. And all we do is sort of 10 to 15 reps of this. We can see now how Craig starts to lengthen the spine out. We're getting the hips pushing behind him, which translates into a much more athletic, stronger setup position. So if I get you to just set up to the ball again, try and recreate that sort of same feeling. I know it's weird, all of a sudden now you've got a club in hand.
It does feel strange.
But hopefully we start to get some slightly better angles here, which gives you a better chance of hitting the ball further and a bit stronger.
Fantastic. Good work. I could really feel that from the sort of centre and across my shoulders.
Exactly. Have a go at that exercise. That'll help you build a more athletic, stronger, better golf setup.